Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life.
I've got the money to pay that debt.
And I was afraid you had a chamber pot for a head. That job's still going.
Sure, I'm on it. Can you tell me something about the other millers?
There's a couple of other fellows around here in my trade.
Tell me about Wojciech.
He's young and hot-blooded, with a short temper. But he's a fine fellow when you get to know. Unfortunately, he got himself into a feud with that you.
What about this Simon in Sat?
An odd one he is, a loner who don't talk much. But he's as dogged as a hunting hound once he gets it.
Tell me something about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell. I was born at the mill, I live here, and I'll surely die here. Can you tell me...
What's the local lord like?
Sir Hanush? He treats his people well, but he's tough as an old oak. The way things are these days.
What's Sir Hans' capon like?
Ah, that worthless dandy. Sir Hanush has to knock some sense into him, or I dread to think what will become of this.
Do you know Sir Bernard, the rat-eye captain?
He's a grumpy bastard, but...
What about the Skalitz folk?
God sent them to punish us for our sins. They don't work, they just idle around.
What do you think about everything?
I don't concern myself with the doings of my betters. But this mess isn't good for... I don't give a damn who's king, but that usurper from Hungary has gone too far.
Do you know anything about those...
The heathen scum that Sigismund brought here. Why do you even ask?
That's all. Would you teach me something about the, milling craft?
Aye. Why not? You're handy enough. May the Lord watch over you. Hey! I'll stand here and pretend I don't know you're there. You try sneaking. First, you have to rummage in the purse. The longer you do it, the better chance you have. Once you've found something you want, you've got to pull it out. Careful. Try stealing my dagger. It's there. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. That's the way. I hardly noticed you were there. I think you're ready to try it out. Best practice on drunks and sleeping folk, so you don't end up...
Thanks, Pashek.
You're welcome. But I'll...
Henry,
What are you up to?
a walk? I'd like that very much.
If that's what you want.
It's not you, Hal. It's just this isn't...
Good day to you.
Will you teach me how to pick?
Certainly.
I'm interested in more about...
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics?
I'd like to hone my...
First, you have to have some skill.
I'd like to practice...
All right, but... Now, take care now.
I hear you're able to open lock.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice...
All right, but... Now.
Will you teach me how to pick?
Certainly.
I'm interested in more of...
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics?
Well... I'd like to try...
All right, come. God be with you. I'll stand here. First, you have to... Once you've found... Try stealing my... That's the way. I hardly noticed you were there. Best practice on...
Thanks, Pashek.
You're welcome. out of here! How dare you sleep in someone else?
Look at the
What's that?
When we carted you here,
How's he? What does? How? Gee.
and it-
I,
he's
no. How long?
more. Yeah,
Me?
Come. Go. He's.
Charles the Fourth.
Well, you're a sight.
What are you up?
A walk?
If that's what you want.
It's not you.
I've got the. Sure. I'm interested in betting on the tourney.
Of course you...
What can I bet on?
Let's keep it simple. You can bet if you reckon you're up to it. Not everyone's got... If you lose, you forfeit your wager. But if you win, that's a fair wager, ain't it?
All right, why?
I'm glad to hear. A nice little wager. Well... Alright, God be with you. I'll stand here. That's the best. Good day.
Will you teach me how to pick?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice.
All right, but now take care.
I hear you're able. I'd like to practice.
All right. Now, God be with you.
I'd like to.
I'll stand first. Yeah. God be with you. Caught you. If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. That's the way.
I'd like to try.
As you wish. I'll stand here. First, you have to... Once you've tried... Farewell. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. That's the way.
Thanks, Pash.
Jesus Christ. Goodbye.
All right.
God be with you.
God bless you.
I'd like to enroll in the big tournament.
You've come too late, lad. We're all full up.
What are the rules of the tournament?
Well, it's not a life or death struggle.
How long does it go?
All day long. The combatants have to go... Usually the victor is announced before sunset.
How many rounds do I have to win?
Depends how many people enroll. The combatants who win the first round go through to the second.
Can I borrow?
Not only can you, you have to. This is about fighting skill, not... There's equipment prepared for all the combatants.
What kind of weapon?
You can take your pick. If a third duel is needed to decide the matter...
And what do I have to do to win? Do I have to beat the opponent?
To get to the second round, you have to beat your opponent. If both opponents win one bout each in the round, the victor is decided in a third duel. Whoever wins that one goes...
Thanks. Can I wait here until the next...
By all means. You can stay here until the next tourney for low rent. You'll get bed.
Sounds good. I'll...
Take care.
I'd like to enroll in...
You've come too late, lad. We're all full up. God be with you.
Any chance of some work here?
It all depends on what you're ready. As I'm sure you've noticed, the roads around Sir Hanush has declared quite a
So what do you think I should do about them?
We know about one of their encampments. I don't really mind how you deal with them. Anyway, the leader's general. In any case, bring me the spurs.
Very well. I'll see.
Wait. In addition, Sir Hanush has offered a reward for every bandit who's killed. So take
Isn't that a bit barbaric?
barbaric ways.
That does make sense. I'd like to improve my sword.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
Good health to you.
Going on there?
Glory to the victor!
I'd like to enroll in.
You'll have to wait a few days until Sir Hanush announces another one. Good luck to you.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Any work for me here, but
That depends. How?
what?
I said, how's your hearing?
It's perfectly fine. You don't have to scream at me.
Because there is this one little job going. But I need someone who knows.
I ought to be able to handle.
Fine. So here's the problem. My friend is a birder, and he left a few rare nightingales. They're good to trade. Rich gentlemen hang them caged up in their chambers.
I see.
The trouble is, the nightingales are gone. I don't...
Hang on, surely you're not asking me to go flapping around.
Not exactly. Luckily, their wings are clipped, so they won't be far, and the watchman in the tower told me they headed off toward Vranik. I have traps prepared. It's...
Fine, but how will I know where...
I hear they like pine woods, and there's a pine-covered...
Right.
That's just why you need to listen out. Nightingales have a They kept twittering away the whole time they were here, so I could...
I can't wait.
It went something like this.
What? People keep birds like that in their houses? It's like the sound a cat makes when you...
You know how it is. The gentry's got all manner of odd taste.
Can you repeat that?
Of course. Remember it now?
Yes, I'll remember.
Right. Here are the traps. Don't forget, once you hear a...
I'll do that. Can you teach me to be...
Certainly.
I'd like to...
All right, but it...
Maybe another...
May the Lord watch over you.
I see you survived.
Aren't you observant?
You still owe me. Don't think I've forgotten.
I don't owe you. So get out of here.
You can't avoid this forever, you know.
Of course I can.
Do you really want to make me angry? Do you really think that's wise?
No, I don't. Fine, I owe you. And what am I supposed... Look at what I've got. But maybe I could. Maybe I could tell you where you can, if you forgive my debt.
All right, then.
No. First, I want you...
Very well, then.
When we were running from Skalitz, I don't know who said it. It's a... Either way, somebody hid a lot of coin under...
Under a dovecote? And that's it?
That's all I know. How many dovecots could there be in...
Fine.
Good health to you.
Are you the brawler who takes bets?
What's it to you?
I'm a Skalitz refugee, and I'd like to try...
Hang on, I know who you are. And I'll only fight you for silver.
Why for silver?
Do I really have to tell you? Look at yourself.
Are there any rules?
Aye, a couple. Whoever lands on his arse or runs, loses. And no...
All right, let's fight then. If you...
Hold your horses, laddie. First, you have to prove you're a worthy opponent for me. Good luck to you. Look around you.
What am I to do? A poor wretch whose home was burned.
Here I am. My name is Henry.
I see you're kitted out.
Ready to get going.
I'm Nightingale. Aren't you that lad the mill wench brought here?
Teresa. Yes, she rescued me. She turned up with Captain Robard and his knights.
All honor to the girl. She has bigger balls than most men. Tell me, how did you pay her back?
Well,
That's not much, is it? You should go and see her when you get a... So, how did you end up in the service of the bailiff?
I'm from Skalitz, and... well...
I don't want to be kicking around in the dirt while other men do honest work.
You're an eager one, aren't you?
Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns to make sure they...
I'm ready.
Don't forget, I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal with any misconduct yourself. I'll make sure you don't do anything too stupid. Let's go. This is our church, St. Matthew's. It serves not only as the house of God, but as the crypt of the lords of Lipa, our masters. The gravedigger lives right round the corner. The priest, too. Our parish priest. Ah, a man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord. This is our rat house. Pretty big, eh? The bailiff and his hands live there, and our maestro protonotarius, the scribe. And the jailhouse. You don't want to see the inside, not even as a guard. Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know. He lives by Gallows Hill, the other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn, and 2 people have already been rotting on it. The swordsmith lives here.
For the kitchen or the field.
What the hell is going on here now? Just go and check it out, Henry.
If you won't go to the church, go back to your people. I don't want you here. Is that Benir?
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
About time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can...
What's the problem here?
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep.
Must you sit here, of all places?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Folk drive me away wherever I sit. I can't keep walking.
Can't you show us some Christian charity, Armor?
What? Have you any idea how much I've given away in art?
Is that true?
Might be, might not.
Did you get any arms or not?
Yes.
From the armourer here?
I don't know. And even if I did, that was yesterday.
That's true.
What would you know about?
We're both good Christians, aren't we? We should each give something to the poor soul.
And what then?
Then Jane will be on her way. Immediately.
King Solomon now, are you, lad?
God bless you, and you too.
Jesus.
Your old neighbours are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Sir Hanush. If the town burghers got their way, your folk wouldn't be let anywhere near the town. And now our people aren't too happy with him. Some fools are even calling for Sir Hanush to finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon. Sir Hans's father, old Sir Yeshke, may God rest his soul, kept it till he was an old man. Then he retired from it, first to Moravia, then to eternity. Sir Hanush is managing the fiefdom until Sir Hans comes of age. They're related by blood somehow, the same great-great-grandfather or some such. The time's coming soon enough when the estates have to be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope we have nothing like that here. This square here, it looks much better during the markets. Then it's filled to bursting with folk from all around. We've also got the baker's shop here, and that mad merchant Wolfram Pruder. Pruder has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on a short rein, which the young bucks are none too happy about. I heard he even keeps the poor lass locked up at home all day. Look here. See that filthy beggar? By Christ, I'll show the bastard. Comfortable, are we?
Arms, please, sir.
Who do you take me for? Are you stupid or just insolent?
Oh, what's the matter?
Stupid, then. There's no begging allowed here, so pick up your stinking arse and haul it somewhere else.
Who am I bothering here?
Me. Us. Everyone. If Sir Hanush saw you here, he'd take a whip to you.
All right, I'm going.
Damn beggars. You offer them a helping
Good day
hand,
to you.
and they
What do
want
you...
the whole arm. It's not like the rules aren't clear.
Take care now.
Beggars belong at the church. There's one alehouse here on the market square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later. let's move along to the Inner Bailey. Hey. Here's the forge. The blacksmith has some trouble and he's not working at the moment, but his apprentice is standing in for him tolerably. I hear you're a blacksmith's apprentice too. You lot could help if needed, couldn't you?
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father, whoever taught you.
They...
What is it, lad?
My father was the master blacksmith. He was killed in Skalitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel. The Rate fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sasau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanush's stables. He's by far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose. This lord here, that lord there, this exemption here, that right there. Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so on. It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it. This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad. Sir Hanush had it extended and made into an armory.
God be with you. May the Lord watch over you.
Be merciful. What am I to do? A poor wretch whose home was burned to
God be
ashes
with
by
you, Bennett.
Sigismund's hordes.
Well enough, Nightingale. It's quiet today.
Good. Where's Moimir anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you?
Ah, yes. He hasn't turned up yet.
Oh, I see. Now where might he have got to then?
I don't know.
You don't know, eh? Let me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
So it's better if I deal with it and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
In the tavern. He was thirsty, so he...
Went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into him.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Move your carcass and go and guard the gate. Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff, or God forbid, Captain Bernard. Out! Come and sit with me, Henry. Let's have a drink.
That fool got me all worked up.
Me as well, the lazy bastard.
My words exactly. And just when we need every pair of eyes. You never know when the Cumans might creep up on us. But that's enough about that. Let's not let it spoil our day. Listen, since we're sitting here anyway, how about a little game?
Why not?
I can't wait to see how you throw. Just one more thing and we're done for the night. Ringing the end of the day and closing the taverns.
Isn't it still a bit early?
I don't know how it was in Skalitz, but here in Rattay we close up at this hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
I see. Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind, the bell is hanging outside the rat house. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by the market square and make sure the innkeeper closes up.
I'll do that.
Before I forget, it's forbidden to walk in Rattay at night.
Getting desperate now.
And the canon of St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market square, saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate. No, we could see that this wasn't going to end well. So, Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronau. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and prelates. I toast, gentlemen, to pigs and prelates.
God save the bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what? You want to join us? Want to buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No, sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
The bailiff? The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hannes.
Oh, is he here? What, is he hiding under the table, maybe? No! Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Enough! You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
We most definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place.
I could do with a bite to eat.
That'll show him. Let him have it, Sir Hans. Give that.
Crucifix! What in the name of Christ is happening here? Well, answer me, damn you!
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hannes, the bailiff ordered me to...
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Oh, hunting. Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Oh, naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Him? Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
Sir, I have responsibilities as the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are to Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.
You look like something the cat...
So,
I can't stop thinking about...
I know. It was hell. But life has to go.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea. It's getting too late now. But if you pick me up during the day...
As her ladyship commands?
You jester.
I've brought you some...
This must have... You really mustn't bring me any more.
Good health to you. Good luck to you. How dare you sleep in someone else's bed? What are you doing lying here? Get the hell out! Hey, young fellow, you can't sleep here. Go and find a bed of your own. Out! Hey, do you think you own the place? Snoring here? Clip!
Greetings, Henry.
What now?
You don't give up, do you? And where would you care to go?
What if we took a stroll along the river?
Why not? That sounds lovely.
Let's go.
That was a good idea to go for a walk. Not that I don't like the mill, but you get tired of it, so I'm glad you took me out. I'd love to see the markets in Prague one day. Have you ever been to Prague?
No, I haven't. I have been in Kuttenberg, but Prague must be much bigger.
I've heard it's pretty smelly, though.
Yeah, so many people in one place. So many assholes.
It's disgusting. I'd love to listen to that young preacher, Jan Hus. They say he preaches in the common tongue. Everyone's talking about it.
I bet he's just handsome. That's why the women dote on him.
You're a right one. A preacher doesn't need good looks for people to listen to him.
And what about that fine fellow at St. James? I know full well why all the girls have started going to confession, and you have too, so don't give me any of that.
You scoundrel. Well, all right. I admit I find him handsome. But that doesn't make me a bad Christian.
I'd never dare to suggest such a thing.
Tell you what, Let's not dawdle. Last one is this.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Huh. That was fun. Sit down here next to me, Hal. And what about you? I heard you're helping Sir Radzig.
Sir Radzig has me running a few errands. I have to say, he always treats me well, and I make a wage.
So you've had your turn of luck. What's it like serving nobility?
I don't know. I suppose it's a job like any other.
I don't believe a word of it. If you ask me, you're loving every minute and you don't want to make me envious.
Now then.
Oh, Henry, what am I going to do with you?
The only one here whose head is all messed up is me. How do you always manage to look so good?
Just look at the lady killer. Where did you learn to talk that way?
I don't recall which church service it was exactly.
You scoundrel. But you certainly know how to make a girl feel special. You may continue. But now I have to go.
Can I go with you?
I don't want to give anyone an excuse to gossip. Maybe another time.
No, I haven't. I have been in Kuttenberg, but Prague must be much bigger.
I've heard it's pretty smelly, though.
Yeah, so many people in one place. So many assholes.
That's disgusting. I'd love to listen to that young preacher, Jan Hus. They say he preaches in the common tongue. Everyone's talking about it.
I bet he's just handsome. That's why the women dote on him.
You're a right one. A preacher doesn't need good looks for people to listen to him.
And what about that fine fellow at St. James? I know full well why all the girls have started going to confession, and you have too, so don't give me any of that.
You scoundrel. Well, all right. I admit I find him handsome. But that doesn't make me a bad Christian.
I'd never dare to suggest such a thing.
Let's not bother. That was fun. Sit down here next to me, Hal. And what about you?
Oh, it's endless luxury, money, banquets, games stuffed with other games.
A chicken stuffed with a frog.
Yeah, and that's nothing compared to a frog stuffed with a chicken.
A goat stuffed.
Now then.
Just look at the...
I don't...
You scoundrel. You may continue. But now I have to go.
Can I go with you?
Just a little way. I don't want anyone to gossip. Thank you for coming with me. Please come and see me again. You look like some...
Fancy doing something again?
I'd love to, Henry, but not just now. You've got to let a girl catch her breath.
Look what I've got. You'll love this. Good boy. That's my boy. Yeah, that's my boy.
It's too deep here.
Hey! Good go. Good luck then.
Good day to you.
Thank you, good one. Thank you.
Baked goods fresh from the oven. Come and get them.
Good day to you. I'll be with you.
Brooms for your house. Rakes and hoes for your field. What else do you need? Come on up and see.
Good day to you.
Can you teach me to be a better?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basic.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Maybe another time.
Take care now.